bonjour, buenos dias, namaste, hajime mashite, ni hao, assalamu alaikum, everybody out there in the internet. Welcome to Chang with Tekken for December 2023. Um, Chang with Tekken, if you don't know, is basically three things I talk about. So we've got changes and stuff I'm working on the channel. I'm sorry, well, that's one of them. But yeah, changes and stuff on the channel, views I'm working on for the channel, IRL stuff. I kind of messed it up, but I'm not redoing the intro, so whatever. Um, and under videos I'm working on, there's subcategories: playthroughs and streams, DIY vlogs, do-it-yourself stuff, how-tos and other stuff I might be working on for the channel. And the other two categories have subcategories because they're things that happened or didn't, with anecdotes and insights sprinkled in. I'm going to try to keep this one short. So it is currently New Year's Eve, so I guess I'll say Happy New Year to everybody watching this if you see it. Or like, happy whatever, merry whatever, to whatever death you celebrate, because I'm kind of whatever about it. It's kind of like one of the few holidays I celebrate, because for the most part, I don't really care. Believe in holidays, it's the whole thing. I'm not gonna get into it. Let's just move on. But yeah, these I'm working on. So Baldur's Gate 3, I just finished my Tactician playthrough. While I was going through Tactician, they added Honor mode, so I'll start my Honor mode playthrough probably today. I We'll see. I want to try to do that today, but then I might start tomorrow. But then the videos for the Tactician mode playthrough are in the can. I just gotta upload them one by one. I'm gonna start that tomorrow. What else? So let's see. Baldur's Gate 3, Destiny 2. Destiny 2 is the story seasonal story quest line is like possibly coming to a conclusion this week, and I've basically got my season pass leveled up to rank 100, so I'm free of that game until the June or not the June update, but the whenever they add the stuff that they said they're going to add to like give us extra content or stuff to do, whatever. We'll see. We'll see how that pans out. I'm really not not thinking it'll happen, but like whatever the the stuff to like fill in the space between the delay before we get final shape, that stuff. I'll come back for final shape though, because that's one way or another, right? The plane's gonna land. Maybe it'll crash, right? but but yeah, my stuff's all good to go. I still need to like go through and like get rid of a bunch of stuff in my inventory, but I'm gonna save that for next season, since I'm already at like season pass ranks, and I don't want my XP I get from it to go to nothing, and then yeah. Let's see, Gran Turismo 7. I've been playing that every week now with the weekly challenges. I might jump back into that to like get the rest of the like the races in the directory cleared, but we'll see. Because right now I'm in between games since I finished Baldur's Gate 3 that second playthrough, right? But then my next new game is for next year because I can't. There's not enough time for me to like pick something up that's like a 2023 game and like finish it like before next year starts. So like next year I'm gonna like be looking ahead to my first game for that year, which is, I mean, it is Tekken 8 and like Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, but like I'm kind of on the fence about Tekken 8. Like not really. I just don't want to like spend the money. So I will get it. But I'm kind of like not, I'm kind of like not happy with how the fighting game releases are going, where it's like you've got the base game, then you've got a bunch of DLC for the characters, but there's no way to like get like a they never do like a bundle, right? Where it's like you can get the game and then like all the stuff that's going to be in the game later on like at like one low price when it's launching. It's always like a you get the game and then you get the characters added on, but I never buy the characters, so it's like I never get the full game. It's like how I feel like about fighting games now. So it's like it's just really something that irks me. And so like for Tekken 7 specifically, I got the I think it was like the Ultimate Edition or whatever when that came out. And so like I had like the first season or first however many seasons of like characters, but then until the definitive edition came out, I wasn't able to get all the characters I was missing. So it'd probably be something like that. But then it's like kind of annoying because like what they're doing with the like it looks like, well, part of what they're doing with like the single player is they're having that like the virtual arcade system from Virtual Fighter 4 Evolution. Um, but they're adding like a layer of like customization to your avatar within that gameplay uh, system that they've got going there. So I'm not sure how it's gonna work. I'm not even sure it's gonna be any good, and I'm like trying to think, do I even want to bother, right? Because you are just playing AI opponents, and I'm not gonna play it online a lot, and I'm not in esports, pro or anything, so it's like I don't really need to get the game. So I mean, I will end up getting it just because, but it's like I'm in the back of my mind. I'm like, well, what if the story is not good, or what if like it's not a good campaign or scenario, and I'm just like, ugh. But we'll see. Because they did just like in the arc of the whole. Because like seven, like they like everything came to a conclusion. Like everything led up to seven, and it ended, and basically eight is where a bunch of new stuff starting. So I'm just like, And then the other thing, it's kind of like it's kind of like the Star Trek live action movies where it's like like all the even number ones have been kind of compared to like the odd number ones. Like three is awesome, five's awesome, seven's awesome, but it's like two, four, and six. So I'm like, I don't know, man. But then it's like that was a previous arc, so like now this new arc, right? I feel like it's gonna have like a good start at the beginning, maybe, but then I don't know. I mean, it was well done in seven. It's like I keep thinking to myself, but then I'm like, it's whatever. I don't know. I think I'm just, I don't know. I don't know. I'm also just like not happy with the whole like $70 new game thing. And so every time there's a game that comes out I want to get, I don't buy the standard edition because I'm not buying the standard edition. So I'll buy like edition above that and be like, well, at least I didn't spend 70 for like just like the game, and I got like whatever else came with it. But then it's like it feels like this like the extra stuff is like not good enough for just like and that's like starting to get to me too because it's like Final Fantasy 16, Original 4 Remake. Those games like they had DLC like within 6 to 12 months. Well, within we'll say within 12 months because it wasn't like it was within the year the game came out of like adding DLC on top of like the game that's already high like a high price, and it's just like, dude, I'm just like why couldn't they have just like had that be in one of the tiers of the game that was like available before release, and I would not be upset because I would already had it pre-ordered it and like been like looking forward to the DLC. But it's like, oh, here's some DLC, but it's like, dude, the price of that DLC added on top of what I paid for the game is approaching $100, and it's like I'm not about to start paying $100 for every effing game. So it's like now I'm just like, okay, I got to draw a line here at some point of like what I'm gonna what I'm gonna like allow. And I think Tekken 8 might be the first casualty because it's like, okay, it looks good and stuff, but it's like at the end of the day, it's just a fighting game. So I'm just like, I like fighting games, but do I like them that much? And I'm just like, yeah. I guess it's time for me to change my gamer tag, which is I was gonna do that anyway, honestly. So it's like, it was kind of like, yeah. I think I talked about this before, but I was gonna change my gamer tag at the end of this console generation or whatever. But it's kind of funny how like things have like, and like I was gonna do that anyway, but then like something happened, else happened to like organically, bring that to the forefront of like, this is and whatever. I'll change it when I change it, but it's like now I'm gonna. Well, I was already thinking about a bunch of names and stuff, so it's like whatever. Just it's the whole thing. It's weird to me and just yeah. So I think I'll just pass on Tekken 8 and get like Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. Um, but I still have like stuff from this year because 2023, dude, so many games and like I haven't picked up Alan Wake 2 yet. I'm waiting for that to go on sale. I mean, it's on sale, but it's like not steeply discounted, and I'm just like, dude, if I'm picking anything up that's like I don't get at launch, I'm just gonna wait for it to be half off at this point because it's like the one lesson that I've learned that like I've gotten really good at. It's just like waiting for stuff to like go even cheaper than like just like the bit off at the beginning. Because even Gotham Arkham Knights, I picked that up at I think at like half off that first month it was out, and like nobody was buying it, and they discounted it steeply. I haven't gone back and played it, so I'm just like I need to. I mean, yeah. So it's like even if I do get something and I don't play for a long time, at least I didn't like buy it at full price. Because on my list of games for this year 2023, it's like I don't have it up in front of me. Give me a second here. But there were like a couple games where I didn't. I almost picked them up, even though I didn't get them like right away at launch. And I was like, let me just keep waiting. And they did get discounted. I just didn't pick them up in the holiday sale, so I'm waiting for the encore when they have like everything discounted for like the last time. So we'll see what happens. I did pick up a bunch of stuff in that sale though too. So, but Miasma Chronicles, Lost Eidolons, and then Revenging Reapers or something. I think that's on sale now. I might pick that up, but yeah, there's still stuff. And then like I went back and got stuff from last year, like Chained Echoes, and then I picked up all the Roar or the whatchamacallit games. What are they called? Crap, I can't. Ah, oh no, I gotta navigate over. Hold up. It's the what's the one from Yoko Taro, like the card game. Those like the Give me a second here. Oh my gosh, effing. Is it installed? It's like the Isle, or the dragons were the beast of whatever the f. Ah, yes, the beast of whatever. Oh, it should be in the. Oh wait, no, it's not gonna be in that list, is it? Dude, it's not installed apparently. Okay. Well, they should be. Oh, here we go. The voice of cards games. Those. Jeez. Yeah, I picked up Chrono Cross as well because it was like half off. It was like 20 bucks, I think, or whatever. And it's like, I had on PS1. I tried playing it and I just couldn't get into it. So I'm like, well, at least on this one it has like quality of life improvements at least, right? And I think they went back and like patched up the graphics too. But then this one also comes with Radical Dreamers, which is like the visual novel or whatever, the unofficial. Well, I guess maybe it's a semi-official sequel to Chrono Trigger now, but it's like it's already tie-in. It ties into Chrono Trigger. I really like Chrono Trigger. I've always like tried to get into Chrono Cross. I just never could. So maybe I can finally do that. That's a ton of game right there. And then yeah, there's like some Telltale stuff. I haven't finished the Expanse. Yeah, so it's like there's a bunch of stuff I haven't played or haven't finished rather, or both haven't played and haven't finished from 2023. So I still need to get around to. Because even Phantom Liberty, Cyberpunk, I do want to check that out. So okay, like here's the problem: is like there's a bunch of games I want to play and get through, but like currently Baldur's Gate 3 is just like really, really just like sucking all my time, and I'm just like I mean that's not a bad thing. I really like that game, but it's just like until I get through it, I can't like start thinking about the other projects or focus on things I want to play that are after it. So currently Baldur's Gate 3 is like the main thing I'm gonna try to get through, and then after I get through it, we'll see what happens. And like yeah, dude, it's a long game, so it's like it, it takes a while for me to get through it. It's a very big meaty game, and this one's like or honor mode is like a permadeath difficulty, so we'll see. Yeah, I think if I don't get through it the first time I try it, I'll just like every month I'll come back to it in honor mode, depending on like what I'm playing or what's coming out. Because even the Yuden Chronicle game is this year. Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth is this year. Effing, where's my list here? Yeah, it's like Tekken 8, Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, Final Fantasy. I'm sorry. Oh, wait, no, I said it right. Tekken 8, Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, Dogma 2, because Dragon's Dogma I downloaded because I have that, but I haven't got through it, so I'm gonna try to do that before the second game, which is in March, so that's not a lot of time. Hellblade 2, Avowed, Kinnitsugami, Path of the Goddess, Metaphor Refantasio, Star Wars Outlaw I'm kind of on just because Ubisoft's on my no list. A lot of issues with abuse in those studios. And then, of course, Final Shape is in June, so that's going to be like, well, the thing about Final Shape is like we know when it's coming, right? So it's like I can, if I can like know it's like before and after that, they have like a window of like what's in the when it's coming out. But then I'm just gonna play the campaign and be done. Like I'm not getting season pass. I'm not getting anything beyond the first season or episodes or whatever they're calling them now. I'm just gonna play that, be done. Never play that again. A giant time sink I will never have to worry about ever again, because that game was also just like a ton of time just gone. Final Fantasy 14 Dawn Shells is also out this year. It's not on my list, but I've got my memory, and I'm like, oh, that is this year, isn't it? Yeah. So there's already what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 or 10 games. That's already like, you know, almost one a month. And then and then 20. Well, it's not even get started about 2025. But I do hope developers and publishers are smart about 2025, since Rockstar's like, all right, GTA 6, everybody, get out the way. And then we got another Monster Hunter coming out, so that's cool. So at least there's something to look forward to. And then like hopefully, people heed the warning if with their game releases and don't just send them to die and get squashed by that or what have you. It, but that's a whole other can of worms as far as like could you possibly release alongside of GTA 6 and like hope that it finds an audience when people bounce off the game, or if they bounce off the game, Or like, could it be like a buggy mess? Like, could it be another Cyberpunk? But then that's the case. Or like, I'm sorry, not the case, but that's not been the case ever. I feel like there hasn't been really a, at least like the GTA series. If you don't count the stories, like Liberty City stories, Vice City stories. I mean, those are like PSP games that got ported to console though, so it's like whatever. But still, like, since when does Rockstar do a bad game, right? It's like they're all like really long dev times. This one's been in development for like, I'll just say 10 years. I don't know. It's been a long effing time since GTA 5. That was on PS3 and it was on PS4, and now it's on, and now we're on 6. So who effing knows? But it's been a long effing time. Um, and yeah. Anyway, where's my phone at? Well, I'm not even on flipping on the outline I've got here. But yeah. Speaking of outlines, I do need to come up with like another thing of this for the outline I go off, because it's like, okay, yeah, play these in streams. But yeah, Baldur's Gate 3, and then after I get through it this time in honor mode, I will get an idea for what I'm trying to do or get to next. Because even beyond that, I'm trying to wind stuff down on the channel, right? So I have a whole thing I need to do to like plan out the next channel I make, and just, well, not really plan it out, but it's whatever. It's just it, yeah. I said it at some point, like a previous channel I've taken, but like I've got all this stuff going on of like ideas and whatnot, and it's just, I need to get it across the finish line, and then yeah, there's other ideas I have for stuff and things. So I don't want to have too many videos or playthroughs going out in 2024, because it's like, let's just wind it down, and then anything that's like going to be put out, I could put out on my new channel that's not out yet, and then go from there. But yeah, I guess I'll talk about that next time, more about like the whole new channel I'm trying to, or channels. It's a whole thing. It's, yeah. I have it in my head. I haven't like done the outline or anything like I have been saying for so long. It's like I probably get around to that. But yeah, it's a whole thing. Anyway, vlogs. No new vlogs to talk about. Well, I have my top 5, or my favorite 5 games of this year. Let's see. So let's see. 1, 2. I'm not saying that loud because I don't want to spoil it. 3. I got like 4, so I need one more, and then we're good. So, oh wait, I got a 5th one in my brain. Okay, so I got my top 5. Okay, well, I have a top 5. I need to think, is that the ones I want? So like I said last time, that'll be sooner than later for once. Or not for once, but just like recently I have not been very good about getting my top 5 video games of the year videos done at the beginning of the year. And I'm going to try to get that done this year at the beginning of the year. I imagine what's going to happen is I'll do it. I'll play Alan Wake, and I'll be like, dude, that was top 5 material. But then maybe I'll just make a like revision video about like, okay, this game is this game's in the top 5. There's these honorable mentions. But there are so many good games in like 2023, so it's, it on the one hand it's easy, but then it's like, ugh, but then it's like, whatever, man, no big deal. How to DIY and other stuff. So I recently put in a stick of storage of the NVMe drives that you put into the PS5s. I put one into mine. It's not that hard, but I think I'll make a video about it, because it's not that hard. It doesn't take that long to do. And like, yeah, like from like when you take the little shell thing off, you can see the fan. So like you can access the fan to like clean it out too. But so I'm thinking about like doing some videos about like for that, because mine's kind of dusty and it needs like, it's not like super dusty, but you can see that there's like buildup of stuff that needs to be cleaned out. So I need to go through with like a Q-tip and some rubbing alcohol or whatever you're supposed to use, and get it all nice and clean and stuff. Also I picked up, I have a box somewhere over here. It's, hold up. Oh wait, it's not over here. Okay, never mind. I thought I had the box of it, but oh, it's right here. Yeah. So I picked up another Elgato product. I guess you can't see it. This is just the logo, but I picked up the HD60X, which is supposed to be like a plug and play, like a 4K thingy for your consoles. Like, I don't know about like doing like a how-to or anything on it, but I do plan on making more like videos with like the external capture stuff this year for sure. And I already want to make one, or I already have an idea what I want to do for the like all the games are getting delisted on the Xbox 360 marketplace. It's like I've already like gone through and like made a well, you can't wishlist on 360, but you can add those games. You can like pin them to your start screen. So I've done that. So I'm gonna go through and like look at the games, and then be like, okay, these are the games going away. These are the ones I'm picking up, and then like there like one last thing I need to do is like check out Steam to see like are these available on Steam, and then I'll do like a quick like look on like the parity of like are the features on the PC version the same as console version? Is it the same? Is it just like is it if it has console support? Is it basically like playing the better version because it's on PC and it's got like patches and whatnot that make it, or like just visually it's going to be better on PC over time because it has more more GPU stuff from the future that you didn't have at the present when the 360 version came out and all that stuff. But look for that eventually, because because yeah, man, I can't. Yeah, that's the whole thing about the 360 marketplace going offline was super annoying. But I do plan on getting those games that are on there that I would like to play before they get taken down. Um, yes. So yeah, there's that. Those. There might be. I think that's it as far as like well, not really. I mean as far as like any type of like how to or whatever, because I do want to get one of those new retro tinks, but they're quite expensive. So, but that's more of a like stuff coming to the channel. But it'll have to come to the new channel because it's not going to be on this channel. So eventually, I would like to. Yeah, it's it's whatever. I think I'll have like a specific a like channel taken that's like specifically about the new channels at some point this year. So that's happening, and then 2025. I'm sorry, 2024 because it's not 2024 yet, but like 2024 it'll be like I'll make a channel taken that's like something something new channels blah blah blah, and then in 2025 is when I'm going to like launch into like all those. So that's gonna be a nice adventure. Is that everything? I mean, that might be everything. That might not be everything. If I miss something, it's whatever. Um, I think that's pretty much it as I'm looking around. There's probably something, if it's anything important, I'll try to update it next time, but it's nothing, like, yeah, I can't think of anything too serious here. I mean, there are, let's see, changes to the channel. Uh, I mean, I guess if I'm winding down, right? Well, I thought about this before, but like I just said before, like, I'm not probably going to be putting as much on the channel this year. I'll just, like, have stuff archived, but not moved over. Well, I guess I'll see how that works, because I might have to make, I'm not sure, like, 'cause it's been a while since I've linked a channel to my Twitch, so it's like if I'm streaming on Twitch and I'm moving that stuff over, it's like but then the files are too big, so I gotta get like yeah, it's just a whole thing, man. It's like if I get another channel, I have to like get it approved for like long videos, and then I have to start like putting those exports or putting the archives of those on the channel, but then it's like I'll have them probably set it private or just at some point it's like I'll start the whole transition of like stuff I'm making to new channels, but then I can't set it to public because it's all yeah. I'm not sure how that works, but I'll figure it out. But yeah, IRL stuff. So another year, nothing good happening. I honestly kind of forgot like the IRL section is what it's for, and it's like usually it's bad. It's like all bad and negative. So I kind of think I might just I'm not gonna stop doing it, but it's just like I don't want to get on my soapbox here at the end because it's just a new year. I'd like to start on a positive note, and all I can think of is the negatives. And I'm such a pessimist. So I was just like, oh, I'm just not gonna we're just not gonna get on that one. But yeah, that's something I could do for like one of the effing new channels, right? It's like all the stuff I'd like to do in the IRL section can just be a whole channel. And I don't have to worry about it. Yeah, I wouldn't have to worry about it being a thing in China Tech anymore. But yeah, when I do move stuff over or everything over, there will be stuff that like still lives on this channel. So it's not like going away completely. It's just like I want to like have it be more focused as far as like what's like all the like types of videos I'm putting out and all the content I'm making. It's like it's kind of it's not completely scattershot, but it's like I want to be like more focused of like and consistent and like like focused, consistent, and effing what's the word? It's like similar stuff on like one channel, right? So it's not like a bunch of like random things of just like unrelated topics and whatnot. So yeah, but yeah, like any of the stuff that I have on here that's like super long running or just like would be kind of silly to like start from zero or like start something or not start something, but like if something that's like way far in and like just start again at some other channel seems like silly. Like Final Fantasy 14, I'd like keep on this one. Gran Turismo 7, anything that's been like long running for like years and years or like a year at least is like, why would I switch to a different channel at this point? So also Chan with Tekken, like I'll probably keep it here, but then that's the thing, right? It's like this is like a thing I do every month, and it's like a monthly thing. But would it really be starting over if I just start numbering them from 0 or 1? So it's like, whatever. I gotta figure it all out. But yeah, that's it for this vlog, this video. Um, and that's it for this year. So, like I said at the beginning, happy whatever, merry whatever, happy New Year, or like if you don't celebrate that, then whatever you do, happy New Year, whatever, blah blah blah, whatever the f. And Baldur's Gate, man, it is as good as people. Well, I mean, if you're into like whatever. See, that's the thing is like I will always like put the qualifiers in front of a game and not just be like, oh, it's as good as everybody says it is, because it's like, well, if you're into that, right? If you like turn-based fantasy RPGs with like deep customization, like the fantasy setting, stuff like that. It's like it's very specific. Like yeah, I think everything could be very specific, and not that it needs to be, but like if you want to like get into like the whole guts of like why it is so good and why people like it, it's based on tabletop rules. If you like into that, so it's like just if you like those things, or check out the demo. There's a demo, so play the demo, judge for yourself. And like for me, it's like yeah, man, it's pretty effing good because like Starfield, that was the game I played. It checked all the boxes, but I got to like a weird point where like the more I played it, the more I just didn't like it. So, or not that I didn't like it, just like the more I played it, the less I wanted to play. I guess more because it was just I didn't feel like I was getting anything out of it. So it's just like just or just I wasn't. Yeah, I wasn't enjoying. I was like I don't know. I wasn't enjoying it less. It just wasn't. I guess like the more I played, the less I don't know. It's not like okay. It's not the more I played, the less I liked it. It's just the more I played, it just didn't feel like it was more. It like was worth playing beyond where like the time I'd put in. So I was like, okay, I have another character I thought about I wanted to make. I haven't done that yet. I will probably eventually, but then it's just. But then the thing is, Baldur's Gate 3 is just so good. So I'd rather just play the game that's like really good that I'm really enjoying right now, which is Baldur's Gate 3, and that's why I'm just not really playing anything else right now. So that was very a very roundabout way to like talk about that. But anyway, I'm gonna wrap it up here. So yeah, that's it for 2023 for me anyway. So I will be seeing everybody. Well, I guess I'll be streaming Baldur's Gate 3 on Twitch. I'm considering moving all my streams to the YouTube starting next year, which would be tomorrow. So I might actually start today, dude, because it's like I need to do the Mass Effect Evil Shepherd playthrough. I did finish the Tactician playthrough, so I don't really have anything left to like, you know, beyond that on my Twitch channel. I mean, there's Destiny 2 and there's Gran Turismo. I've been streaming that on there. I like, I think I need to just figure it out as far as like days and scheduling, but I think there's like specific stuff I should stream to the Twitch, but it's like I just don't feel like I'm like really gaining any type of like viewership, and I already have viewership here because I've got like more subs than I do over there. So it's like I should just like start from here or restart rather. But this is why I want to start another channel because like I'd rather have a channel that's like if I do like I'd rather have a channel that's like specifically focused to that than be like well before I make a bunch of new channels it's like why not just make a channel that will be the one where I'm streaming to, and it's just like yeah, but it's just like it's not as easy. So it's just like so I might just try this here for the next long while until I've got all these ideas for channels like going in like 1,000 directions in my brain like figure it out. But I will probably just stream it over here because it's a lot easier to I don't worry about exporting it from YouTube too, so there's that. But I guess I would like to have like one last go on honor mode, and then that'll be it for Twitch. But then I'll say Tactician was it for Twitch because it's not like I was getting a ton of views. So yeah, and like I said, I already have the viewership here. So yeah, it's like I did. Yeah, and the Mass Effect thing, I need to go back and do that and finish that. But like yeah, and I'm in between stuff, right? So it's like I don't have anything I haven't finished except for Destiny 2, which is still in progress because it's not finished. So but yeah, I think I'll probably just move everything back over to YouTube and then just try to figure out all of the stuff about all the channels I'm trying to make, and it's a whole thing. Anyway, and that's it for this video. And then there's all the links to the bottom. Some of them I don't think go to the right places because I have like a Steam page, which isn't my Steam thing, but then I haven't. It's like I'm never on Steam very much anyway because I'm not even a PC player, so it's like I don't even know I should have that on there. So I'm just like, oh, and then like the Discord thing, I don't even know if that works or if it goes to the right thing. I'm just like, dude, whatever, man. But then like also on Discord, they changed the thing where you can't just put your like Discord ID number, and it's like it's a whole thing now. And I'm just like, dude, whatever, I'll figure it out. If it's broken, I mean, actually, nobody probably won't tell me because nobody ever does. But like, hey, maybe hopefully it works, and like all the links are in the blah blah blah, so whatever. So you know, feel free to leave a like, comment, subscribe, favorite, share with your friends or not. That's cool too. And until you see or hear from me again, thanks for watching, and I'm now signing off.